What's up, guys? Your resident jack of all trades, Alec, is here. And if you've been around the channel long enough, you know I like card games. And so I was really happy when Bushiroad reached out and provided us with the brand new Cardfight Vanguard Overdress starter decks. 2021 is actually the 10-year anniversary of Cardfight Vanguard. So to celebrate, each of these starter decks are $3.99, and that's a gift to longtime players and to help new players get in at the ground floor. Each of these decks represent a different nation in the game, and we're gonna pop them open and take a look. All right, guys, before we pop these open, there's two very important things you need to understand about Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. There's two new mechanics. Number one is the ride deck. Typically in Vanguard, you have to ride up from grade 0 to 3. But there are times where you couldn't see the grade you need on the turn you needed it. Well, the ride deck is a mechanic where you can discard a card from your hand and then use your ride deck to ride the proper grade. So you never have to misride or get grade stuck, whatever term you want to use. The second thing is the overtrigger. When revealed, the overtrigger will activate an effect and then give one of your units 100 million power. That's huge. That completely changes the way a turn's going, and it can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Each of these decks comes with all the cards you need for your main deck and your ride deck, and they have one overtrigger in each one. So keep that in mind when we look through. First up is YuYu Kondo's Holy Dragon deck. So YuYu is the main character, and it's based off of the Dragon Empire nation. So it's all about dragons and the people who worship them. The boss monster, that's Nirvana. I want to say the whole name, but it's too difficult. You're gonna see lots of dragons, dragon eggs, dragon tamers, the overdress mechanic, you know, the namesake of the show. If you like to just see dragons grow from eggs into like their mature selves, if you like the idea of a society based around dragons, and evolving like smaller units into just bigger versions of themselves, then this might be the deck for you. All right, number one. So you get your little game mat. Yeah, if you're familiar with Vanguard, then this will not look very different. All right, put this to the side. And here we are. I'm gonna try it, guys. Chakrabarti Divine Dragon Nirvana. So yeah, once again, this is our boss monster, Chakrabarti Divine Dragon Nirvana. You get one foil version, and you get 3 just non-foil versions, but you do get a full set, so you only need one of this deck. Just having a look. Ooh, so this is your starter, your grade 0 Sunrise Egg. Lots of dragons and people who worship dragons. Oh, Trickstar. If you've seen the first episode of Vanguard Overdress, then you've seen Trickstar. YuYu's first and favorite card. This is our Overtrigger, Spiritual King of Determination, Obaria. Blaze Maiden Zone. Those are triggers. Okay. And that's YuYu's deck. Next up is, I'm a little biased, Danji Momoyama's Tyrant Tiger deck. So I used to play football in high school. So I was a big fan of the Spike brothers in the older formats of Vanguard. And I was happy to see that they kind of kept them in, just in a tad bit of a different way. Donji, he's kind of like the vet in Overdress. He treats YuYu like a little brother, and he uses the Dark States deck, which includes Spike Brothers, which makes me quite happy. Get out of there. Ah, here we go. So this is our boss monster, Diabolus Violence Bruce. The themes in this deck, well, as you can see, football, which I love, demons, which are also really cool, and the final rush mechanic. That's essentially the idea here, is this football, demons, final rush. This guy does not look like a football player, but he does look like he looks human actually. I know in the lore of Vanguard, there's like reasons why not everybody in a nation is the same race as the others. Oh, I didn't know that. So you get the same, yeah, you get the same over trigger in each deck. It's because it's another Spiritual King of Determination, Obaria. I'm guessing we're gonna get different over triggers once the first booster set comes out. Yep, I can't wait to play this. I can't wait. I'm just really excited. You'll like this deck if you think fighting dragons, paladins, and monsters with football is the best idea ever. If you prefer playing with demons, succubi, and powerful spellcasters, or if you love the idea of looking at your opponent and declaring, all right, next up is Toya Ibada's Apex Ruler deck. Now, Toya, as far as I know, I haven't seen every episode, but in the first episode, Toya Ibada is there for a short time. I imagine we're gonna see more of him and his Keter Sanctuary Apex Ruler deck. So this is our boss monster, Apex Ruler Bastion. So the theme of the Keter Sanctuary is essentially paladins and knights, and then spamming grade 3s to the board to just overwhelm your opponent. You'll like this deck if, well, number one, you kind of like being the good guy in like RPGs. And you like to use playing high-powered units that do lots of attacks. And if like paladins, knights, and sorcerers are your thing, so like, you know, typical fantasy, then you should pick this up. It's not my thing, because I like football, but hey, it's something for everybody. Megumi Okara's Sylvan King deck of the Stoicheia Nation. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, but that's a tough one to say. So Megumi was actually Danji and YuYu's friend. And she's known for kind of getting into misunderstandings. All right, and here is our boss monster, Sylvan Horned Beast King Magnolia. The theme of the Stoicheia Nation is quantity over quality when it comes to attacking. They're all about just laying on the pressure. You keep a board full of creatures and you're reusing ones that were destroyed before. And you're using order cards. These are non-unit cards to power up your units. Oh, that's cute. So you'll like this deck if you prefer to overwhelm your opponents with more attacks than they can handle. You enjoy the undead or beasts. And if you like winning with the fluffiest boy ever. I have a hot tip that Alex is really interested in this deck. Last but not least is Tamari Seto's Aurora Valkyrie deck, featuring the Brant Gate Nation. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce the T or pronounce the D. It's either Brant or Brand, I'm not sure. She's kind of like the MC for Team Blackout. That's the team that Donji and YuYu are a part of. So here's our boss monster, Aurora Battle Princess Seraph Snow. So this is the Brant Gate Nation. They like to use set orders to set up their plays. And then they use cards like Galaxy Central Prison Galacticus to imprison their opponent's units. And then they have to pay a cost to free them. Let's see, where is it? I know what it looks like, I just gotta find it. There it is. Yeah. So this is really the like strategy here. So if you like to control the pace and tempo of the game, and you like to grind out with your opponent and get them to lose cards, and you like the idea of like using like I guess the idea of a field spell, then this deck is for you. So these are 5 decks. They look gorgeous, and they each have their own themes and strategies that they can work for any given player. I'm looking forward to playing the Dark States deck, but I'm gonna have to give these others a try just to see if maybe like, others like match my playstyle. And that's your first look at the new Cardfight Vanguard Overdress starter decks. By the way, you can catch the new Cardfight Vanguard anime on YouTube for free every Friday. And you can power up these starter decks with the new booster set releasing on May 21st, and maybe we'll check it out. But in the meantime, let us know which of these decks are your favorite. And that's all I've got for you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Pass turn.